Hello my YouTube beauties, welcome back to my channel. I apologize for my voice because I have been sick the last week-ish. I got sick New Year's Day, which sucks. So I had a fever, I had chills, body aches, like the whole thing. So I finally feel like I'm actually able to sit down and film. I was going to this weekend, but that's why a video didn't go up on Monday because I just did not have the energy to film. I just wanted to rest and get better. I cannot believe that I've been sick so much this year, which sucks. But you know what? We're moving into 2020. And I'm manifesting not being as sick. Hopefully that works. So welcome to my 2019 yearly makeup favorites. This is just gonna be makeup. I don't have a whole lot of like skincare, lifestyle things that I feel like I can really make another video about. If you do want to see that though, let me know down in the comments because I would post one sharing some of those things if you guys are interested. And be sure to look out for the next a couple videos. I'm actually gonna get Chris down here guessing my yearly favorites. So he won't see this video posted yet. So he is going to go through my makeup collection and try and guess based on the videos that he's seen which products I would say are my favorite. So if you guys like these types of videos, then be sure to give this one a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe because I do upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, as long as I'm feeling good. That is one of the things that in 2020 and in a little bit in 2019 that I just need to give myself a break. I, in the past, have worked myself so hard to like make sure that I have content up on trips when I'm sick. Like I just kind of push myself to the edge. And I think that it's healthy to give myself a little bit of break. So it's gonna be okay if there's a video that doesn't go up on like a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. If I really can't get to it, I can't get to it. So, and that's okay. And I'm gonna let myself off the hook. I hope you guys can understand, but just things come up, life happens. I'm a very, very busy person. Like I said, I get sick and then I don't feel up to filming, and I don't feel like just putting a video up to get a video up is necessarily helpful because then I'm like not myself and my energy is super low and I'm just kind of pushing myself over the limit than I really need to. So anyway, really happy that I can sit down and film today. So I'm going to start with primers. I tried to kind of categorize the different products that I picked based on the category of how you apply your makeup, like primers, foundations, concealers, in that order. There were some categories that I was able to just pick one, but some of them I picked like 3 or 4. And I have many favorites and it's okay. Not all of these products came out in 2019. I don't really know when some of these came out. I don't remember, but these are products that I loved in 2019. And when I think back to the products that I used over and over and over, it's these guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop into primers. The first one I want to mention is the Revlon Photo Ready Pore Reducing Primer. This is like my go-to everyday primer. As you can see, I've used most of this. I have like this much left. So that says something. I really do love this primer. I feel like it smooths out my pores, mattifies just a little bit, but if you do have dry skin, you can definitely wear this. It's not just for combination or oily skin. I'm wearing it today. I do feel like it really minimizes my pores, smooths out my skin, and it's just a wonderful like all over one and done primer from the drugstore that is really affordable. So this is just a good one. And if you haven't tried it, you're missing out because it's just so good. The other primer that I've been loving in 2019 is the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. This is wonderful. I am almost out. It's very sad. If you're thinking about a high-end primer that's worth it, I would definitely say this one. This does a very similar thing that the Revlon one does, except it really smooths and almost blurs the skin. So it takes it a step further from the Revlon one that just fills in the pores and smooths. This blurs, this makes your skin look so soft, and I don't know, it's kind of almost like it's a blurring effect that makes your skin just look so pretty. It does mattify a little bit. A little goes a very long way, so I pretty much only use it in my T-zone. And yeah, it's just such a good primer that I go back to that doesn't break me out, because pore filling primers can definitely do that. And these are 2 that I know don't break me out and work really well for my skin. All right, on to foundations. I picked 4. I couldn't pick just one because I really feel like I've rotated through these 4 pretty consistently throughout 2019. So the first one is the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I am almost out of this. It's very sad. I need to pick up another one. I will say that compared to the other ones, I'm not enjoying a glass bottle as much as I used to. I really like a squeeze tube. It's just so much easier to travel with and you don't have to worry about breaking it. But I love this foundation. I do have oily skin, but I don't find that it makes me more oily. It's like a nice natural satin finish that doesn't make me super oily throughout the day. Lasts a really long time. Like this is one of my longest wearing foundations that I own, and I would highly recommend it. I think pretty much anyone with any skin type can wear this and like it. I haven't really heard bad things about this foundation at all. It's from the drugstore, so it's really affordable. And yeah, I have nothing bad to say about this. I will say though, it does have sunscreen in it, so it will have a little bit of a flashback in photography. That's one thing I don't like about it as much, but other than that, like everything about this foundation is wonderful. So fresh and natural looking on the skin. It's wonderful. I love wearing this like in the spring and summertime. This is the number 7 Match Made Custom Blend Foundation Drops. I'm wearing this on my skin today. It is insane how much pigment this gives off. You get the tiniest little drop and it covers almost your entire face. I love that this doesn't necessarily come with a formula claim. It doesn't say it's going to make it super matte. It doesn't say it's going to be a dewy or a luminous finish. It doesn't say that it's supposed to last a super long time. It doesn't have any claims. It's literally just like you can mix it with your moisturizer, you can use it on your own, you can add it to another foundation. These are so adaptable to whatever you need. I pretty much just use it as foundation drops and just use it just this, nothing else. I don't use it with my moisturizer. I don't use it with another foundation. I just love these on its own. And I find that it will last on my skin such a good amount, even though it doesn't claim to be long wearing. Like I'm filming this right now. It is 6:15 in the evening and I've had this on since 6:30, so I've had this on for like 12 hours and my skin still looks really nice. It has come off a little bit on my chin, but everywhere else looks great. I'm not super oily. I just think that these are such wonderful foundation drops for like anyone. I know that Taylor raves about this, or Taylor Wynn now, and she has dry skin. So I know that it can work for people with dry skin. I know it can work for people with oily skin combination. It's just wonderful. I really, really, really recommend this if you are looking for something that's really lightweight but is extremely pigmented. You can build it up, you can make it sheer, you can make it completely full coverage depending on how much of this product you use, but I just can't say enough good things about this. Next foundation, oh my gosh, all of these are drugstore foundations. That's super cool. This is the Kokie Full Cover Foundation. This is a wonderful foundation. It's very similar to the number 7 in where it is very full coverage, but it also has the element of keeping your skin matte. It lasts a super long time. It says that it's a full coverage lightweight foundation that delivers seamless matte complexion that will last all day. That's exactly what it is. I've never had any issues with this foundation. I love the packaging. It's so pretty. It does come with a pump, so I love that. A little goes a very long way. This lasts such a long time on my skin. It's there at the very end of the day. Looks great, doesn't sink into fine lines. The whole thing that you want from foundation. I just think it's so good. It's so appropriate if you love a full coverage matte foundation that's not too drying. Last foundation I'm going to talk about is the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream. I have the shade Fair. Now this is still a little too dark for me right now, so I do have to lighten it with some concealer, but this is a wonderful BB cream. Like the others, it does come in like a medium to medium full coverage. This says it's a BB cream, but it's definitely not just a BB cream. It does have some good coverage to it. It is so affordable. It comes in a little squeeze tube like this. I'm pretty sure this was in my 2018 favorites as well, but it's just going to continue to be there because it's such a good BB cream. I wear this pretty much daily. It says that it's oil-free, won't clog pores, suitable for sensitive skin, and lasts all day. I do get a little bit shiny with this, not bad at all. It is definitely more of a matte foundation, so it's just so good. Like all of these foundations, I would highly, highly recommend. If I could pick 4 foundations and use only those for the rest of my life, it would definitely be these 4. All right, moving on to concealer. This is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. I have re-fallen in love with this. I used it so much in 2019. It's lightweight, it's so full coverage, which I love because the other concealer I'm gonna talk about is full coverage, but it's definitely a thicker formula. So I love how lightweight this is if you're someone that worries about like creasing or your under eyes looking really heavy or sinking into fine lines. This is definitely not going to do that. It's just so good. It's affordable. The next concealer I'm going to share is the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. This is very similar to the first one in that it has the same amount of coverage. It's just thicker. And if I could compare this to another concealer, it would definitely be the Shape Tape. It has that same big doe foot applicator. It has a very similar formula, except it's not as drying as the Shape Tape. If you are considering buying a drugstore concealer and you've loved Shape Tape forever and it's just so expensive and you want to get something a little bit cheaper, I would definitely recommend this one. It's such a good concealer. Powder. I just have one this year. The one takes the cake for me. It is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Blurring Powder Foundation. I think I need to get a little bit of a lighter shade because this one is, I mean, it is similar, but I think I just need a hair lighter. But this is wonderful. I'm like not going to be surprised if this is in every single person's makeup favorites of the year because it's so good. I take this in my purse when I go out throughout the day. I put it on in the morning. It is so travel friendly because it is a compact powder. I love that it's not a loose powder, and actually I prefer it to loose powders. I used to really love the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. Still love that, but I love this more. So this has some coverage to it. I could wear this just on its own and be fine throughout the day. But my favorite way to apply this is to set the rest of my face. So if I go in with a little bit of a lighter coverage like the BB cream or like something else that's a little bit more medium coverage, I add this and it just finishes the look. It adds some coverage to wherever I need it. Yeah, this is just wonderful. It's matte. It's so long wearing. It is the prettiest powder I've ever applied onto my skin. Like, it just makes my skin look so blurred and smooth and matte and pretty, and it's long wearing, and just everything about this powder is wonderful, and I cannot recommend it enough. I just have one bronzer this year. This is the Milani Sunkissed Silky Matte Bronzing Powder. I really love this. When you first feel it, it does feel a little drying, but once it's on your skin, it blends out really nicely. It's a wonderful tone if you have fair skin like myself. It's a little bit ashy, so it works as a contour as well as a bronzer, and it's just so good. It blends so nicely. It's pigmented. It's not patchy at all. Like, everything about this bronzer is perfect, and I find myself going back to it over and over and over throughout 2019, that it's just like, this just wins for me. Okay, blush. This is the Becca Mineral Blush in the shade Songbird. I cannot stop using this blush. A little bit shimmery. It's a little bit coppery. It's a little bit peachy. It's so pigmented. That's what it looks like. It is a expensive blush, and I definitely, looking back, I probably wouldn't spend the money to pay for another one in the future. But now that I have this blush, I really love it. It's pretty much the blush shade that I wear every day. I just go in with a very light hand and just apply it to my cheekbones a little bit. I really like the amount of shimmer that it gives my cheeks without going overboard, because everything else on my skin is very matte, so I want to add a little bit of shimmer with the blush. And it's just such a perfect, unique blush shade. Like, I don't have another blush shade like this. Now, highlights. I have 3 highlights to talk about. The first one, and probably the one I used the most throughout 2019, is the Anastasia Amrezy highlight. This comes back in stock all the time, so I feel comfortable recommending it because it'll go, like, it says limited edition, and then it'll come back, and then it'll go away, and then it'll be back a few months later. So, like, you can always pretty much get this highlight. This is what it looks like. It is a so intense gold highlight that rocks your world, you guys. Look at that. That is the highlight right there. You can build it up. You can make it really sheer. I love the formula. doesn't emphasize texture on my cheeks, stays on my skin all day long. I do notice that it's there at the end of the day, which is awesome. It is such a huge pan, and I haven't hit pan on this at all, so I've used it a lot and there's still a ton left. I just think the tone is really pretty. It's a gold without being too much of a yellow gold. Like, it's kind of more of a champagne gold that is wearable. I have a hard time wearing the really yellow golds on my skin because I am so fair. The fact that it has a little bit of champagne in it is so, like, it just makes it work for skin tones lighter like myself. But again, you can wear it if you are a darker shade than me as well. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Precious Petals. If you're looking for a drugstore highlight, this is where it's at. This has such a similar formula to the Anastasia one, but it's got a little bit more champagne. So instead of being just gold, it's got a little bit more of a bronzy champagne. So on the bottom there is the Anastasia one, and then this one is the Precious Petals. It's kind of similar in terms of formula and like how pigmented it is. It's just a little more champagne than gold. And this is so pretty. I can wear it. It's not too dark on my fair skin. Love that highlight. Last highlight that I've been loving and cannot stop using is the Smashbox Spotlight palette in the shade Pearl. This is the collab with Casey Holmes. And as you can see, I've hit pan on both of these. I don't use this shade at all because it's just sparkle to me, but these two mixed is wonderful. I love that I have a white shade. I love that I have more of a champagne shade, and I mix the two. It's my perfect highlight. If you can still get this, this is the highlight that I think I wore on my wedding day. It's so long lasting, so pretty, can be built up to look very blinding, can be built down to look a little bit more subtle. It's just a wonderful highlight palette that has pretty much every shade that you would want in a highlight. We are through the face. That's the majority of the products that I had to share. When I think about mascara, nothing still beats my CoverGirl Lash Blast Fusion Mascara. Even the Essence one that I really do like, I still don't think it compares, just because the Essence one can make my lashes so long that it transfers onto my lid, and I hate that. So I feel like I have to check throughout the day if my eyelashes have transferred. And this one, I never have to worry about it. I'm wearing it today. It makes your lashes look so feathery and blown out. It adds volume and length. I hate clumpy lashes, so I don't want something that just adds volume. I don't want something that just adds length and makes my eyelashes look like spidery. I want something to do a little bit of both, and this one just does it for me. If they ever discontinue this, I'm gonna be very sad because I'm not gonna have a replaceable dupe for this. So CoverGirl, do not get rid of this. I will buy them all from you. For eyeliner, I picked the LA Girl Glide Gel Liner in the shade Brown. This is basically the only brown eyeliner and basically the only eyeliner I've used for most of 2019. I pretty much have switched away from wearing black liner. It's just really harsh on my eyes, and I don't know, I don't think it looks as flattering when you aren't doing such heavy looks every day, especially for work. So I've been primarily using this brown one and then like a nude cream liner, something like that. But this one I've used the most consistently. It's a great formula. It's a couple bucks from the drugstore, and it's just such a pretty brown. I love how it emphasizes my green eyes, and I just like, if I had to recommend an eyeliner to you guys, it would definitely be this one. For lips, this is it. I definitely have moved away from wearing nude lipsticks other than for like date nights out. I won't really wear lipsticks other than this one and like Jeffree Star Gemini. Those are like the two that I wear now, but I wear this one more. So this is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade Dancer. It's the holiday lip that I wear all the time when I am getting all dolled up to go to a party or going to a date night out. I'll definitely choose this one and go for a softer eye and then use this as like my lipstick. And I love the formula. It is incredibly long lasting. I know that this is gonna last all night long through eating, through drinking. It's just going to be there at the very end of the day, no matter what you eat or drink, no matter how long you have it on, it is going to be there, and I know that I can rely on it, even through a long holiday party or a date night or something like that. I just get nervous when I don't know if my lipstick has come off and I don't know it yet, so I'm just like wandering around the world with like half lipstick on. So I really, really love that this like soothes my nerves around that because I know that this one wears all day long. I don't have to worry about running back to the bathroom to reapply it or anything like that. And I really love the bright red color. This is the best makeup setting spray I have ever tried and ever will try. This is the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. It's an oil controlling setting spray. So it's like the All Nighter, but better. It controls my oil. I really do notice a difference when I apply this versus when I don't. At the very end of the day, my makeup is still on. It looks wonderful. I could wear it for so many more hours. And this also keeps me matte. So I love this. Urban Decay actually had a sale on Ulta where it was half off. So I got 2 of them for the price of 1. And they were like the big bottles too, not just this travel one. So definitely excited about that. And I really love how that makeup setting spray performs on my skin. All right, now I am down to eyeshadow palettes. I picked 3. The first one is the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. Cannot stop using this. It is a wonderful palette, especially for neutral girls, if you feel me. This is wonderful. It has some mauvey pink rose tones. It has some warm browns. It has golds. It has a dark red. It has a black. It has a cream. This palette is an all-in-one palette that I think you could pretty much wear forever if you just had this as your one palette that you had as an eyeshadow palette. Like, you don't need more other than this one, really. It has most every color that you would want in a palette in here. So love it. The formula is wonderful. Love the mattes, love the shimmers even more. And I just really, really love this Anastasia palette. This I have used so much. This is the Kathleen Lights and ColourPop So Jaded palette. I really think this deserves an honorable mention because look at this palette. This is like a neutral girl and a colorful girl's dream in here. The formula is wonderful. I love the pressed glitters. I love the shimmers. I love how many different formulas are within this palette. I can wear this for a night out. I can wear this for my everyday to work. Just everything about this palette is wonderful. It comes with so many shades. It is affordable for such a big palette. Has everything you pretty much need in it. I have no complaints about this. I really love it, and I do think it does have some really unique shades in it that other palettes do not have. So I definitely want to recommend this because it's so good and I use it so much. Last favorite, I'm running out of breath. So I know that this just came out, but I cannot tell you enough how special this palette is, and I just want to include it because ever since I got it, I cannot put it down, and I think it is so worth it to mention this even though I've only had it for about a month. So this is the Tati Beauty Volume 1 palette. I am so happy that I got this. I was really kind of on the edge of whether I should buy it or not, and that's why I didn't get it when it originally launched, because I was like, I don't know, it's just like another YouTuber release and it's fine and whatever. No, this is magic. This is the best, most thoughtful, best formulated palette I own, okay? And I don't say that lightly. I have a lot of palettes, you guys. So this is what the palette looks like. If you guys did not purchase this, you are missing out. This is so beautiful. It has 4 different formulas. So the bottom row is mattes. This row is sequins. So it's mattes with a little bit of shimmer in it, like glitters. This one is the metallic row. And then at the top is the pressed glitter. And these glitters, they are not like anything I've ever used before. They are pressed glitters, but they're soft, so you don't even need a glitter primer. They are so pigmented. Every one of these shades blends so well. I love the packaging. It is very high-end feeling. Everything about this palette is so worth the money. I would definitely recommend that one because it has colorful shades, it has smoky and dark shades, it has light and fun reds and pinks and mauve tones, and it has warm browns and coppers, and I cannot say enough about this palette. I definitely want to throw it in as a favorite because I love this palette. This is probably the most I've ever been obsessed about a palette, and it's so worth it. I gotta put it in here because I cannot stop using this. All right, guys, those are all of my 2019 favorites. It was a lot of products. I also feel very good about this collection. Like this is something that I go back to every single time. Like I'm looking for a product. I've gotten in that groove where I'm like, I know what works for my skin. I know what looks good. I know what blends well. And these are the products that I would pick. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave some of your 2019 favorites down in the comments. I'd love to know what you guys were loving in 2019 as well. I feel like I've said 2019 so many times. I cannot wait to see what 2020 holds. Crazy, feels like we're in the future. I'll never stop saying that. I'll never stop feeling that way. I want to thank you guys for coming along with me on the ride. If you've been here through the whole year, if you were here before that, thank you guys so much. I can't say enough how much I appreciate your support and you guys subscribing and showing me love by giving me a thumbs up or commenting. Like it just makes my day, and really you guys make being on YouTube special. So I love that, and I love my relationship with you guys. I love getting to know you, and please keep it coming. I am a growing channel, so I just want to keep on growing and growing, and I love that I have you guys along the ride with me because it wouldn't be the same without you. It would be not worth it without you guys. So I just want to say thank you. You guys are definitely 2019 favorite and will always be a favorite. Will always be #1 favorite to me. I'm gonna go before I lose my voice. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. I appreciate you. And hello 2020. I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm not. Maybe. I don't know. I hate this moment. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. The sneeze never came.